Captain's Log, USS Buffalo, December 6th, 1984. After all our exercises and war games, it's now time for the real deal. War has broken out between the Soviets and NATO. The start of the war went down extremely quickly. Over radio and TV, we suddenly got spotty footage about Soviet vehicles crossing the border into Germany. I was ordered to immediately recall all shore leaves and prepare to cast off from Holy Loch. Mission orders would follow later. I suspect the brass was worried about an airstrike at Holy Loch, as most of our submarines of the squadron were back at base for some R&R. We left immediately and headed north, towards the GIUK Gap. I expect that we'll be tasked with hunting down enemy submarines first. NATO relies on US supplies for a large part, and that means convoys. Those convoys will be a prime target of the commie submarines, and we'll be here to stop them. I have trained my crew to the best of my abilities, but none of us have actually seen combat. Some of the guys are fresh out of BES, the Basic Enlisted Submarine School. They're running their certifications aboard my boat. Whatever this mission is going to be, it's going to be trial by fire for all of us. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to a new series on Cold Waters. This time around, not with Epic Mod, but with DotMod, the better mod, at least according to a lot of you. So, let's have a look at the campaign. We're going to be running North Atlantic 1984, and my commander name, William Billy Reynolds, is ready. Sadly, I cannot pick the Ohio class. There were quite a few requests for sailing the Ohio class. You can go with surface ships in this mod. So until the Sea Power game comes out, this is essentially the best we have. I'm not going to be playing a surface ship. I'm going to be going with a Los Angeles class nuclear attack submarine. We have Tomahawk and ship missiles. We have 4 torpedo tubes of the Mark 48 Mod 4 series. A couple of Moss decoys, UGM-84 harpoons, and Tomahawk land attack missiles if I decide to load them. Now, I'm taking command of the SSN 715 USS Buffalo. Let's see what led to our current predicament. Reaganism. This is going to cause some issues, because new President-elect Ronald Reagan has begun his term in office by taking a harsh stance against the Soviet Union. The former Californian governor, once a Democrat, is reputed for his anti-communist stance and for rooting out communist sympathizers in Hollywood in the 1950s. And now he's president, so he's had 34 years to improve his anti-communist stance. In the meanwhile, in Russia, Brezhnev dies. And this is going to lead to potentially a power vacuum. Whoever takes control now is going to be of a massive influence on how the Soviet Union responds to this Reaganism. Reagan is not backing down. The tensions between the Soviet Union and the US are continually increasing. The US is increasing military spending, and Reagan denounces the Soviet Union as an evil empire. Great. The Soviet Union then strikes back by downing the civilian airliner from Korean Airlines, KAL-007, and they consider this a spy flight, a spy mission on behalf of the US. Apparently, it had 269 passengers and they were all in on the spying exercise. Yes, that sounds about right. Pershing missiles are then deployed in West Germany, potentially as a response to what is going on, and to make the people of West Germany a bit more safe. Of course, it's going to make the people of the Soviet Union, a bit less safe. And to make things worse, the NATO forces are running an exercise called Able Archer, and this was actually considered to be real. The Soviet Union thought this was the actual attack they had been fearing for decades. And thus, Soviet strategic forces were placed on high alert for at least a week. And then the Soviets attack. Soviet infantry and armored units, supported by strike aircraft, have today stormed through the Fulda Gap region of West Germany, penetrating the inter-German border in a surprise attack. Initial negotiation attempts rapidly broke down and a state of war has officially been declared between NATO countries and the Soviet Union. NATO losses are reportedly high. which is of course very likely considering that these guys were very, very surprised about the whole situation. So, that's the situation as is. Let's see what my job is going to be. A large percentage of the Soviet Northern Fleet submarine force is leaving port and will attempt to interdict Allied shipping in the Norwegian Sea and Atlantic. We must stop them, and give our forces time to set up a stronger defense in the GI-UK gap. That is Greenland, Iceland, UK, for those of you who don't know that abbreviation. I am ordered to go to Patrol Zone Blue 044, and that is from the northern Norwegian coast to Bear Island. I'm to sink all hostile forces. My XO, Jack U, says we have a regular crew, and I believe that as we complete missions, our crew experience is going to go up, which will give me a couple of buffs, such as torpedo reload, potentially increased noisemaker reload, or rather decreased. Radar range is going to be improved, although I don't think I'll ever be actually using radar. And I have a maximum of 80,000 tons of neutral tonnage sunk before I am supposedly relieved from command. Let's see, what do I have aboard? I have 4 torpedo tubes only aboard this Los Angeles class. I'm going to have at least one of those loaded with a MOS. That is the the mobile submarine simulator. Essentially a decoy that sounds like a torpedo and is going to attract torpedoes. I'm going to run with a couple of harpoons, but just the 4. In case I find that I need to sink, let's say, an enemy supply vessel from afar. And I'm going to run with 12 torpedoes, 3 of which are loaded. Taking me another 4 hours. Alright, let's go. We're starting in Holy Loch, and we need to go to Blue 44, which is over there. Wonder if I can get there in time. Nope. That's 5, 6, 7. Are those separate submarine contacts, or are those groups? Bloody hell. Intercepted 1. New sonar contact, bearing 091, designates Sierra 1. Very strong surface duct. Layer at 62 meters. This could be important later. On battle stations.
On sonar, new contact bearing 06.
Okay, we're gonna run at 3 knots, and we're gonna go ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 075. Designated Sierra 2.
Now, at the request after the previous episode, I have increased the size of the HUD. I believe I've set it to plus 50% or something like that. Let me know in the comments if this is big enough, because I know that you guys want to see what I'm doing, and it's going to be somewhat difficult. So hopefully this will make it a bit easier.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 3 knots.
Let's stream the towed array. Make sure that we get a bit more information. There it comes on the port side of the sub. We got a couple of contacts here. We had one at 091, so that's due east. That's where the submarine supposedly is. However, this very strong duct might be making it difficult to detect said submarine. Seeing as these guys are easy to detect, I suspect that they might be merchantmen. They might be contacts that have absolutely nothing to do with the current conflict. So let's see if we can already eliminate these guys as potential hostiles. Oh. Well, yes, it's a whale.
Sonar, Sierra 2 is classified as...
It's a biological, Jonesy. What are you? Trawler.
Con sonar,
Sierra 4.
is classified as...
Assuming another trawler. Okay, this layer was at 62 meters. Let's make my depth 76.
Make depth
107.
6, dive I.
Go. Down we go. Running at 3 knots, ultra quiet. It's going to take me a bit of time before the towed array makes it all the way down to this level.
Con, dive at 107,
Okay.
dive I.
We're at the required depth. Yeah, whales. So what can we expect? All sorts of Russian submarines. Ooh.
Con sonar,
Be so much.
Sierra
What?
1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Whoops. Completely fucked that up. Okay. They're running at 8 knots. Depth, far greater than my boat. That's not necessarily bad, because I can launch a torpedo at him and go to back to above the layer.
Make depth 7-6, dive I.
Lost him. So that makes me question whether this is actually a humpback whale or something else. Yeah, I completely lost the contact. Let's go down a bit.
Make depth 9-1.
Get one more good listen in on this guy.
1, dive I.
And then figure out if that is actually the guy that we need to be launching torpedoes at. Before this trawler makes an appearance and gets a bit too close. That'd be pretty bad. I imagine they might not like that. A little while later, I reacquired Sierra 1. And I'm actually considering going above the layer and waiting until he passes. And then coming up behind him and throwing a torpedo down his baffles so that he won't hear it coming. This means that for a while I might not hear him either, which is a bit of a risk. But if it works, then they will have no idea that I'm out here. Okay, Sierra 2 is in fact a humpback whale. Sierra 3. Sierra 3. Sierra 3 is really quiet. And potentially quite far away, because I can just not make it out. There are some lines here, but they're very difficult to see. So whatever it is, it's potentially a really dangerous and especially quiet predator.
Con sonar.
Oh.
Sierra 3 is classified as high logic.
Or it's a whale. Well, well, well. Okay. Tell me, where's Sierra 1? What's that foxtrot up to? Very quiet boat, 125 decibels. I'm currently doing 125, 124. It's not gonna be that easy to pick this guy up again. We've done it before, so I trust we can do it again. The problem is, if I launch a torpedo now, I'm gonna be very close. Rather not be here and launch a torpedo at him. There you are. 7 kilometers. Now he's quite deep, so he definitely cannot hear above the layer. Let's see if this plan's going to work. Make my depth 30 meters.
3-0, dive I.
We're going to sit there, essentially at 1 knot, so at least I have some maneuverability, but will be extremely limited.
Maneuvering I.
Solution's going down because I'm essentially losing the contact.
1 knot.
Yeah, lost him. Let's go for a due eastern course.
090. Helm
Foxtrot reacquired.
Con, dive at 3-0, dive I.
Is my towed array still below below the layer? Where's my towed array? Oh, I hadn't deployed it. Okay, I thought I had deployed it. Never mind. Range 5 clicks. He's doing 8 knots. This is gonna get very close. It's coming straight at me. I am doing 1 knot at ultra quiet. He might not be running ultra quiet. And he's doing 8 knots, so he's making more noise. Where are you going?
Con, helm, steady course.
Oh. You're gonna continue on your northerly course. Yeah, you're still changing direction. We have an opportunity here to get right behind him. Range 3 kilometers. Still doing 8 knots. I think he's fairly oblivious to what's going on. Oh shit. No, 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 no. He's very gently zigzagging. Maybe clearing his baffles, checking if there's actually nothing behind him. I'm just here, 1 knot, 30 meters below the surface. Go on. 5 degrees left rudder. Make that 10. Maximum left rudder. Range, 2 kilometers. We're going to increase ballast. We're going to come up behind
Passing
him.
200 feet. Passing 300 feet.
Increase to 3 knots.
Make turns for 3 knots. Maneuvering up.
Approaching his depth.
Passing
Hold.
600 feet.
Hold. Hold. Left 5 degree rudder. A little while later, range 2.2 kilometers. We're at pretty much the same depth. 01 still appears to be unaware, but its speed is only 3 knots. I'm doing 5 knots to gently try to catch up, as I still have a very light 5 degree left rudder. Sorry, 5 degree port rudder. I'm still trying to catch up to this guy. I'm still very gently trying to come in behind him. Get in his baffles. Make sure he doesn't hear me. Whoop. Scratch that. Go active. Okay, we've been made. We're going to make a course hard starboard. We're going to launch a Moss. That way. Yeah, he's going to throw torpedoes at me again. Oh, this was such a nice approach. Sadly, it got a little too exciting. Yeah, that's fine. We lost to 1 and 2. Let's go. Let's make a break for it.
Con, helm, steady course.
Let's leave our last known position. 01 is probably doing the exact same thing. And is concerned about my torpedoes just as much as I'm concerned about their torps.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Yeah, he's still somewhere over there. He's doing 16 knots, potentially more. Launched a noisemaker back there. He's actively pinging away. He's got nothing left to lose. He knows he's been made. He might as well go loud, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's pulling all sorts of fancy maneuvers as well. I'm not sure what the black bar up there is. I'm trying to keep it off of the recording, but it's not easy.
Noisemaker bearing.
Pop another noisemaker. I can barely track my own torps. Yeah, I think one of the No! This Mark 48 is getting fooled by the decoy. The noisemaker is making effectively so much noise that the torpedo is completely fluffed. Let's hope it's going to go for a full port circle.
Making turns for 3 knots.
The other torpedo has also acquired the Foxtrot, 01. But it too seems to be very attracted to this decoy. Okay, that's the other torpedo. This one's reacquired.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 246.
He's launching another decoy. But the torpedo's not fooled this time. No, actually it is. He's dodged it again. But the other torpedo might not be so easily fooled. Yep. Torpedo got bamboozled again. Where's the target? There's the target.
Con, torpedo room, 2-2 ready.
Okay, we do know at least that the other torpedoes that he launched are way past me. So we're going to go that way, and we're going to go at 1...
Make turns for
Well, speed... I don't know, speed 1. Standard ahead. I'm going to slow myself down. Oh, no you're not. That would be a really bad idea.
3 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Hold on, hard starboard.
Knuckle formed.
My torpedo Update, torpedoes are both...
Con, sonar, torpedo in the water.
Uh-oh, they were both going for my decoy, and now they're going for me.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Fine. Now I'm gonna have to run away from my own torps.
Sonar, lost contact.
Make a knuckle.
Sierra, 1.
Con, knuckle formed.
Perfect. We're gonna go up. Up, 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 up. Run away from the own torps. Get above the layer.
Passing 600 feet.
Contact reestablished. I think Tube 1 is gonna have to fend for itself.
Sonar, we are cavitating.
Yeah, that's fine.
Passing 400 feet. Passing 300 feet.
Depth. Okay, I don't want to pop out of the water.
200 feet.
Probably be pretty bad.
Con, sonar.
Passing 100 feet.
Let's not jump out of the water. We still got a torpedo on us.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3,
Slow the moss.
3 knots.
Please tell me this torpedo is going to do something useful against the target. I don't know where the Foxtrot is right now. I'm a little busy at the moment.
Con, knuckle formed.
Okay, that caused the torpedo to get distracted. Down.
Passing 100 feet.
I got completely played by my own
Con,
torpedo.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra, 1.
He's dead.
Passing 300 feet.
He's dead.
Passing 400 feet.
Torpedo's on me again.
Passing
Shit.
500 feet.
Level out. Knuckle.
Passing
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
con, knuckle formed.
Perfect. Torpedo's still on me. Deploy noisemaker.
700 feet.
Torpedo's not falling for it yet. I have no idea how much fuel this torpedo still has left. Oh, he lost me. He might be going for the noisemaker right now. Hope that's true. Reload tube 1. Ooh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Please tell me you're just searching.
Con, knuckle formed.
Torpedo in the water. He's on me. There's the torpedo. Jeez, this guy's getting close. Up, 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 up. It's an active torpedo, so it means it's going to be pinging away.
700 feet.
You're trying to find me with active sonar, so the knuckle is essentially a way to try and get outside of this guy's searching arc, because it temporarily throws up a wall of noise, essentially. Wall of air.
Passing 200 feet.
Those damn Mark 48s are way too good.
Con, knuckle formed.
Yeah, that didn't spook him because he's coming right from below.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Fantastic. Okay, slow me down.
Sonar, no longer cavitating.
Perfect. Current speed. 30 knots, 29 knots.
Con, knuckle formed.
I need to slow down. I want to use my torpedo launchers. Okay, torpedo.
Shoot
Go after that.
forward. Aye, sir.
We're going to go the other way. And we're going to go down. I'm hoping that my torpedo is now going to assume that that is in fact the target. No idea if that'll work.
Passing 200 feet.
Make for 20 knots. There's the torpedo.
Turns for con sonar, we are cavitating.
Don't care.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
There's the torpedo, going right for the noisemaker. Okay, so you're going that way. I'm going the other way. If there was another target out here, it had already been shooting at me.
Sonar, we are cavitating.
Don't care. Run.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, it worked. The torpedo is now chasing my own noisemaker. So I have wasted both a Fuck! I have wasted both a noisemaker and a torpedo. But so far, I'm still alive. I haven't taken any damage. My target is dead. And my crew will have all sorts of interesting stories to tell. Let's just put it that way. There are 3 tracking torpedoes there. 3 active torpedoes. Reload tube 4 with the moss. When is this torpedo finally going to run out of steam?
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 3.
Just planned this a lot better. Come on, knuckle it.
Con, knuckle
You.
formed.
Turn. Trying to get outside of the path of the torp. Oh, shit.
Con,
Falling
knuckle
for that.
formed.
Seeing as I don't want to spend too many decoys here, I'm thinking my best bet is just to keep running.
Con,
Keep
knuckle
changing my
formed.
depth as well. So we're going to go up again. Make sure that that torpedo is going to just waste a lot of fuel chasing me.
Passing 300 feet. Passing 200 feet.
Also above the layer again. Hopefully sonar is going to bounce off of that.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Passing
The torpedo
100
up. Nope. It's seen me again. Down.
feet. Passing 100 feet.
Come on.
Con, knuckle formed.
Yeah, it went for the knuckle.
Passing 200 feet.
Give me a hard port turn. We're going to go down in a spiral. Hope that the torpedo does a circle search.
Passing 500 feet.
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
Level out.
Passing 700 feet.
Sure what the test depth is in Los Angeles, but we're about to find out. On 262, 265, 266 meters. 270. The torpedo could finally be running away from me right now. Back to 10 knots.
Turns for 1.
Damn, this got a lot more exciting than I expected.
Maneuvering eye.
Once the torpedo has lost her wire, it's nobody's friend. Yeah, it's going for the noisemaker, isn't it? Sorry, it's going for the decoy, for the moss. Yep, it really wants to kill the moss, but it can't. So then it's going to start searching again, and it'll find nothing. Nope, not there, sunshine. There. Can I leave? No, still a weapon nearby. Fine. Fortunately, these 3 torpedoes really didn't catch me. I would have had even more stuff to worry about.
900 feet.
Let's set a course away from
Helm
both
right
of the
to
torpedoes.
220. Helm eye.
Let's come to 250.
Con, helm, steady course.
I'm expecting these stirrups, yeah, they probably ran dry. Nothing in the area. Fine. Okay, experience gained, 10,000. Also experience gained. Don't launch a torpedo and then have the torpedo go after your own decoy, lose the decoy, and go after your own boat. That's bad for your blood pressure. Let's put it that way. But we did get the Foxtrot. So that's a good after-action report. Whew. Rookie crew. No skill issue. Rookie captain. Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode. The next episode hopefully will be less eventful when it comes to friendly fire. And aside from that, we're just going to have to wait for more submarines. Thank you guys for watching. I'll hope to see you soon for the next episode.